What's going on, people? This your boy Hotep X here.
H.B.N, Musa, and this is
Beyond Belief.
A divine leader.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. This is another episode of Beyond Belief. We're going to be getting into some good topic tonight. We're going to be talking about some interesting stuff. The Pope said some crazy stuff. I don't know. The Pope about to change the Bible. Hilary, she gonna leak. Hilary Wikileaks. We're gonna talk about Donald Trump mic'd up. That is messed up what they did to Donald Trump, man. I don't like that. We're gonna have a conversation about that. I don't fuck with Trump or Hillary, but we're gonna have some conversation about what they did to Trump. Because they did the same thing to Donald Sterling. So make sure you stay tuned in. We're gonna get into these topics real soon. We're also gonna be talking about the feminization of men. Yes, brothers, feminization of men. We gotta get rid of them skinny jeans, brothers. Because they trying to sneak it in there on the low. You know what I'm saying? Young Thug, he out there, he doing some funny stuff. I like some of his music. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna knock Young Thug. But he is a part of that feminization program that they got out there. And they selling you a lie. Young brothers, sisters, don't feed into it. Everybody tune on in. Tell your people to tune in to Beyond Belief. We about to get into some topics. We do this every Sunday. Every Sunday we're going to be going in. We're going to be going on the latest topics. What's hot, what's not. And we're going to be feeding y'all. We want you to call in, though. Make sure you call in. 284-2002.
That's 585.
There you go.
585-284-2002. Call in Beyond Belief. It's your boy H.B.N, Musa. This Hotep X here with me.
X in the building, baby.
Let the room fill up.
Black power, black power. I see it. Show love, show love.
We're gonna run this back one more time. This is my shit right here.
Black power.
Not that. You got some body? You got some body with you?
I'm beyond all that fuck shit. Hey, little mama, would you like to be my sunshine? Nigga, touch my game, we gon' turn this shit to Columbine. Ice on my neck, cover me 10 times.
Nah, we good.
$30,000 for a nigga to get free. I just hit a deal and I spent like 10 G's. I just did a show and spent the check on my mama.
Thank everybody for tuning in. Let's do this thing, man. We're gonna have some good conversation tonight. So the Bible thumpers out there, listen. I don't got nothing against you, but we gonna have to get to this conversation about Jesus. We gonna have to get to this conversation about your belief system, what's going on. Like, we gotta separate. We gotta grow. We gotta connect. This is the time. Right now.
Yeah, definitely do. It's finally I had that talk about this Bible factor right here. It's something that is coming up big in the community. I see a lot of pages. I post a lot about it. Hotep post a lot about it. See a lot of people post a lot about it. But now we're gonna have that full discussion about it. We're just letting the room fill up. Again, it's 585-284-2002. Call in anytime if you wanna talk about anything. This is Beyond Belief.
All she wanna do is for that broccoli.
You can use your phone to look up stuff, too.
Tell that I can get that pussy easily. Tell that I can hit that shit so greasily.
All right,
I'm a
people.
dirty dog, I did it sleazily.
All right, people. So, I I just came over here, just stepped into the studio, and my man King Musa, he's on the topic. He started talking about the Pope, Pope Francis. Pope Francis is trying to change the laws right now. He's trying to change what we've always known since a kid, Adam and Eve. The Bible,
the
hell, the devil. He's changing it up. So I'm gonna let King get into that, and I'm gonna jump in.
Okay. Basically, a couple years ago, we got Pope Francis, which is our new pope. He says right now that said there's no literal hell anymore. He said the church does not believe in a literal hell anymore. They can just change it at any time that they believe in hell or not. Also, they said Adam and Eve is a fable. That's not something that is true. There's not nothing me or Hotep is saying. This is the Pope saying this. I always knew that. You know what I mean? I've been studying the years. We tell people to study it. They usually come at us as we're trying to come at them a certain way. But this is the Pope. Pope Francis said there's no such thing as hell that people actually suffer at.
But see, but why now? That's the thing about it. Like, why come up with all of this now? Like, people have been talking about this and having discussion about whether heaven and hell is real, where's the proof, and all this. But what? And we know that the Vatican, the Catholic Church, is the heart of belief, Christianity, whatever. It's the heart of religion itself. You know, we know they hold in their archives. They got all kind of secrets. I believe that's what the article actually said. Secrets that they're going to start revealing and sharing. But they have all kind of secrets. But why now? Why do they want to bring this all out now? What do you think they're trying to do?
Well, right now, in my personal opinion, is everybody's changed. Everybody's getting a little off the myths, the Adam and Eve. You know, science and just overall common sense that I tell you is not kind of real. Mm-hmm. In those senses. So they can give those up right now. And the thing with the Adam and Eve, what put into question of everything was when I seen him say Adam and Eve is not it's just a fable. That's not a true story. The thing that hit me most is because that's where original sin come from. You know what I mean? That's what they say, the original sin, and that's where the whole story begins.
For those of you that may not understand what we talk about when we say original sin. Original sin took place in the beginning of the Bible in the Garden of Eden. Where?
They said in the Garden of Eden, with the apple. Everybody know the story of the devil with the apple, had her bite it. That's the original sin, and that's when they found that they were naked ever since then. Yeah. And that's where the original sin, and that's where the original sin, and why we're cursed now, based on the Bible. I'm not saying I believe any of this. That's just based on the mythology. But if that story is fake,
if that's fake,
and there's no original sin, then the whole thing about Jesus. Oh, we got a caller calling in right now.
Yeah, let's take this call.
Hello, you live on the radio Beyond Belief. Who's speaking?
Yeah. What's up? This is Free Chris out of Chicago. What's up, LOVE?
Now, how you doing today, brother?
We live right now?
Yeah, we live right now.
What up? What's going on? I'm just calling. I wasn't ready to call, but I was calling to see what was really good. Is this really number? But since I'm on.
Okay, we got the Pope Francis situation. Are you a religious person?
What you said about Pope?
We got the Pope Francis situation we talking about now, how he recently came out and said that there's no literal hell and the story of Adam and Eve is not true. That is something just a fable.
Okay.
Are you a religious man?
Yeah, I'm spiritual and everything, but that right there, that's a super game changer for them to throw that stuff. That's a super game changer for the mass of people.
Yeah.
And I'm mad crazy because I've been doing studying everybody and waking and everything. And man, right there, that's a super game changer right there, family. So, woo, and I just called in. I wasn't really ready to call in, but I'm here. I'm saying that was the right number. But yeah, this is some good, healthy conversation.
Yeah,
that's really good, healthy conversation. You know what I'm saying? For the fam, for the love fam, because I'm out here on the front line. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to link up. And I'm trying to do what I can do. What's up, son? He cut the light back on. So.
And see, this is the thing about it. Like, I know some people are like, oh, why are they talking about religion again? Why are they talking about belief again? But you got to understand the construct that has been created with religion when it comes to black people. Now, primarily, our focus and our plight is for black cause here on Beyond Belief, which we air every Sunday evening after football is what I like to say, or during football for the late game. But you got to understand the construct that religion, our people are so controlled, right? There's movements that take place outside of church. Nobody has anything to do with a belief. They don't believe in that or whatever. They believe in themselves. There's movements that's taking place. But then we have these mega churches where we know that they are filled with black people. Where we could all link up together and say, come on, let's move on this law. Let's move on this legislation. Let's strike for this. Let's make this happen.
The reason why that can't happen though is this thing called a 501(c)(3). All churches, if they want to be tax exempt, they cannot talk about anything political.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that people can have their church. I'm not into that argument anymore. I feel more of, now we know we can't make that kind of debate or that cause at church.
Right.
Any kind of political plight. We just need to let that go when it comes to that time. Right now, and this is one of those times where that's something that we need to put to the back burner. Especially that when we start to read on it, it really ain't all true of what it say.
Okay.
But what is your point of view on the situation?
Yeah, like, I want to hear your position.
My point of view of the situation, it's straight garbage, man. Like these people are doing whatever they trying to do to cause confusion. It's all about confusion. It's coming to us, but we are who we are, and they take what they take. They use it. They trying to, you know what I'm saying, do whatever. It's just straight garbage. Like just to put it out there. Them people, I'm not believing in them people. I don't run with them people. Man, right here, I'm telling you, it's just like. That's just straight garbage, and it's just like a blow in the face, and they doing sneaky stuff they doing. Like I was just saying something about the restroom thing, the same-sex restroom thing they got trying to have going on and stuff. That is straight retarded.
Yo, my wife actually works at a school, and she said that recently it was a dude that I guess he changed his gender to female, but he still has all the male parts. He went straight to he was inside the school. He went to the female showers and was just showering with him. And the girls ran out like, "What is you doing?" He said, "What is you talking about? I'm a girl."
So you see,
and the school can't do nothing about it because he's labeled a female.
But this is the part of that feminization project I was talking about, because this jumps into a whole other topic. The feminization of the black man.
Yeah.
What's going on where we feel like a black man, especially in movies and roles, a black man can't play a dominant role. He has to be, emasculated in a way that makes him, or feminized in a way that makes him feel like, yeah, he's a man, but he's not the man. You
always gotta do some gay shit. That's all you gotta. You always gotta wear a dress.
You either gotta get shot in the ass
or some shit like that.
You gotta wear a dress. You gotta kiss a man.
And something stupid. You always got. There's always some type of gay joke with it. But how about the transgender thing? How you felt about in Chicago? Did they already pass that law there?
Yeah, they passed on a whole lot of stuff. I believe on some slick type of way. And just to keep it straight and around, these people are mentally retarded. Like, really, I don't think they are mentally disturbed. And, man, that's just put it out like that. These people are mentally retarded, like something is wrong with their mental.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, really, to be throwing stuff out there like that, we looking like sideways, like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot that's going on, but they trying to sneak past what happened. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Y'all talking about a lot of things, a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but yeah, the Pope Francis, all the Muslims, them people are mental disturbed. Yeah, they are mentally, man.
That's a game changer. That's definitely it's a game changer for a lot of people that, that follow that belief. And I just ask people as you know, hardcore Christians. I just ask that y'all research and don't allow your research to be biased. Like really look at both sides of the story. You know what I'm saying? And really try to understand like King Musa was saying earlier. He was like, let's close the book. Let's close the book. Let's close the Bible. And now prove to me about your God. Let's talk about God now. Because you would never even know if it wasn't for the book. And then the printing press didn't come out. Wasn't created until I think it was like the 1600s or whatever. So
yeah,
what was
actually the word Bible actually come from a place called Biblios. Is where they used to print stuff from. That's why they call it the Bible. That's the only reason why they call it the Bible.
Oh, you mean to tell me that doesn't mean basic information before leaving Earth? It's not an acronym?
No.
I always thought it was an acronym because that's what I was taught.
Nah, but what's the topic that you wanted? You say you had a couple topics to talk about.
It's a lot. It's a whole lot. Like, I do this every Sunday. Big ups to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just adding people on my FB, and y'all popped up with the live, the broadcast live and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of topics. What do y'all have? I can talk about the recent most thing I really want to talk about is the hurricane.
Hurricane Matthew.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, another subject. After that, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Sebi.
Okay, yep. Dr. Sebi, shout out to him.
Yeah.
We definitely that magical death. Once he been had cures for this, but now once they prove that it really work. That's when they
get
rid of you. That's when you gotta go.
Yeah.
How you feel about Dr. Sebi, the incident? Do you feel it was malpractice in that?
I just was on YouTube, and it was this kid that went to the place that they heal people at. It's not on top of my head right now, but he went there and. He wasn't a whistleblower because, you know what I'm saying, we already know who could be the whistleblowers, but he was just somebody that uploaded the video. It's on YouTube right now. We can check it out. When you type up Google Dr. Sebi Self, he came out with the video, and basically he was saying it wasn't right. And he was trying to say, like, you gotta look at the video. He was trying to say the institute that he got his program. What's that institute called? What's that place he called? There's somewhere. Kind of what he said last time?
I think I know.
He has his facility.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, I don't know if they cut him out, and like, it's a whole lot. You gotta look at the video, but for what I see, like, what I've been like looking, I'm like, man, he ain't supposed to be touched, cause me. You know what I'm saying? I just found out about it when he passed on. Then I started looking at his videos. And I was like, oh, snap, all this, we got the cure. He was giving us the credit. And me, like, for them to hide that, they say he was locked up. And they say he had money and all that stuff. Then next thing you know, he had too much money. Okay, you got to go into custody. He's in jail for 3 weeks. He's in jail for 3 weeks and stuff. Like, it ain't really got out there on, like, you know what I'm saying, CNN or Fox News or CBS. It was on the internet, you know what I'm saying, social media, internet. And that right there, I would have wilded out. Like, I would have, like, okay, point them out. Oh, they gonna take down Dr. Sebi, point them out. Where they at? Because I would have been, Mars put me on, like, man, look, this who did it. Okay, they should get it. Because we can't let
exactly. We can't get away with it.
Yeah.
Real. We can't be letting them slide with that. And that man was like a father. He felt like my father. Like,
that really touched me. I thought he just passed away. Then I started hearing about the story. Like, it was like they like you said, they said he was he got arrested for some reason. And he died like while he was in custody of them, or like a couple days later.
Oh
like that.
yeah, see, I didn't hear that. Wow, I thought he had ended up getting sick or something like that. But I think I kind of vaguely remember somebody saying something about that. Oh, okay.
And is there any thing that you want to say lastly before we get off here?
Y'all finna get off?
No, we're not. We still on recording live. We just got some other people.
Like, call back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can definitely call back anytime.
I'm going to call back and stuff and just say that, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. It's good. It's good to listen. This is healthy conversation, for real.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
I definitely like the point where you said, well, we can't let just stuff go. That's one of the big things that we do. We all get mad and loud, you know, everything, but we don't do nothing. And that's the part that sticks to me. Yeah, we'll do to our own quick.
Yep.
That day. What we call it, on site.
Yeah.
Somebody do something to us, it's on site. But when in any other situation, it just go by the wayside.
Dissipate. We talk about it, put up memes on Facebook and let it go.
And I'm not saying go out there and shoot somebody instantly, but at least keep the topic around.
Yeah.
Keep pressing the situation.
It could be that could have been shut down. Like, really, that ain't, like, wow. Yeah. Like, come on now. And it's a whole lot. So I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna call from another number. Y'all do what I do. I'm still watching. Big ups to y'all, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Big up to you.
LOVE. I'm gonna call back, and that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Okay, thanks for calling too, man. It's Hotep X and Ube Montemunta. You are on Beyond Belief.
All right. Love y'all.
So that was great. Like I said, we have people calling all the time. Please call in. I know the line's been busy. We had a couple people trying to reach out, but we were on the line just now.
Yeah, sorry about the callers that were calling.
So please continue to call back. Continue to reach out to us. But on like this Pope thing, you know, the Dr. Sebi thing, we just having a conversation here. This is on Beyond Belief. We're going to bring up the topic, and we're going to go beyond that. So Dr. Sebi, he was curing AIDS, HIV, should I say, cancers, healing these people with natural herbs and things that, you know, from the earth. And the thing about it, see, I heard a couple of things about Dr. Sebi. He actually was in court. He had it with the Supreme Court justice. He had a case with them. And what ended up happening was that, because he was telling them, like, listen, I have a cure for AIDS. I've had patients. They wanted him to present proof. He got 10 people that he cured. 10 people that he cured and brought them to court, and they testified, brought paperwork and everything, and showed that they had this disease and they were cured. And nothing went from there. It was just, he brought that, whatever, they threw the case out, he still lost through the Supreme Court. See, this is the thing about America, we got to understand this.
This is what we understand.
You got to be
Stop
sick.
trying to fuck with them rules. If you're not going to beat somebody at a game that they created. It's all crooked. We had to get our whole mind off of, like the doctor said everything. I'm glad he did that. But that example, he said example. We know he cured AIDS. They know he cured AIDS. They said he cured AIDS.
Right.
But he still lost the case. Then we'd be like, damn, we always bewildered and looking fucked up. Trayvon Martin. Oh, we got him. Now we looking fucked up. Hold up. We got another caller in right now. Hold on, give me a second. How you doing, Brandy? You live on Hotep Radio.
What's good? What's going on, fella? How you doing?
You doing good, good. Where you calling from?
North Carolina. What's the say, baby?
You live on the radio. The thing we talking about right now, we had a couple of, we was talking about Dr. Sebi, right before you called. It was about, if you know who Dr. Sebi is?
Yeah, man, my man with the electric fool, man. I didn't know you was on that.
yeah.
Everybody know about Dr. Sebi, man.
That he died, right?
Yeah, but it's like a conspiracy theory of how he died or whatnot.
Yeah, a caller just called in and just told us about, I guess they said he had too much money or some situation where they end up arresting him. Like for 3 weeks. I don't know if he died in their custody or
I think he died of a brain aneurysm.
Yeah, randomly.
It was a brain aneurysm. And you know that's how they do us. Brain aneurysms. That's like the most difficult thing to detect.
To prove
that a person died. You know, to try to trace and see what happened. So it's like, yeah, same thing with Johnny Cochran, brain aneurysm.
Yep.
It's like, come on,
right
man.
Before reparations. Healthy as an ox.
You know that gotta be false before a guy that can heal himself and he got natural cures for things. You will know that brain aneurysm, he gotta feel a symptom for him to be, you know, who he was and the medicine he practiced. So there was no symptoms, nobody seen him coming, all of a sudden it was suddenly.
Yeah, after he went to jail with y'all.
Yeah.
You know what, they probably try to feed him some, you know, some bread and some pork or something. You know what I'm saying? Forcing to eat the food they normally eat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
body automatically judge because in country they're not gonna give him the food that he chooses to eat there because you know you fed what they give you. So you know deprive you of sunlight and you gotta feed the slop that they give you. And he's been eating healthy so long, so if he did eat it, and you know what I'm saying, he probably you know what I'm saying he could grow, he naturally kill him. I don't know. I didn't really look into his diet. I know I kind of looked at his studies and certain foods. I want to incorporate that with you know dieting and with the working out. I think you can become super, you know, have greater ability. You use your body for what it's worth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think we use our bodies to its full capacity. Not just our body, but our mind to the full capacity. But our diet is so important to feed your mind. So that's why you know biological studies, man. It's the same thing, Lawson, but. I wouldn't doubt that they, you know, did kill him because he's taking money out of, you know, Western medicine.
Yeah,
so,
$1 billion industry.
Yeah,
you already know.
Big Pharma. You can't be messing with Big
I
Pharma,
don't fuck
boy.
with that shit. Bo, no,
real.
people know that I don't fuck with aspirin. I don't fuck with none of that shit. I never fuck with it for some reason.
No, I never did that.
Yeah, I just don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, I just go through the book. I drink water.
They told me it weaken your immune system. When I was a kid, somebody said every time you take an aspirin, it weaken your immune system. I was like, damn. As a kid, I just said no.
Like, no, I don't want
Like,
it.
yo, I had broke my foot. I wouldn't even took that shit. I didn't take it. I just took the pain.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take the pain. Drink a little bit of water.
About how we programmed from a little kid to where we at now, and you try to, you know, go on your own, you find your own way, and you know, just you learn things and you try to incorporate them in your life, and the more you incorporate them, you see how damaged that you really are. Man, I was trying to refrain from sugar. I didn't know how addictive sugar is and how my body go. I might can cleanse myself for 3 days, but it's so addictive, the stuff that you put in our food, bro, that I really have a hard time where I can eat filled up on veggie and everything, be dead ass kid, but I crave it so much like a drug, bro. I gotta have it on food. I can't sleep. So I'm just like, man, they feed us as an infant, and I wish our mothers knew what we know now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why we gotta teach the kids. We gotta teach our kids the things that we know, and even like the ones that passed on, like Dr. Sebi, we gotta continue to keep his memory alive. You
Don't
know?
let it be in vain. You know?
Continue to pass on that message to our people, man. Because we were just talking about that in the car earlier before we got here. You know, pretty much saying like, you know, because I dealt with some acid influx last night, and it was like that's the first time I experienced anything like that in my life, and you know, and King Musa was like, yeah, you know, he been, you know, dealing with that since he was younger, and I was just like, you know, you are what you eat, and I was thinking about the stuff I was eating. I was like, man, I had a garbage plate like 1:50 in the morning, and I was like, my body, like that's exactly what I feel. I feel like garbage, so I should be feeling like that, eating some junk like that.
For our out-of-state callers, on what a garbage plate is, they have macaroni salad, fries on a plate. They'll throw 2 burgers on it with cheese.
Or hot dogs if you want a hot dog.
Or hot dogs. and put it on meat sauce all over it. And that's a garbage plate.
You gotta pay attention what time we eat too, man, because your body ain't not supposed to even have certain food at certain hours of the day, man.
Yeah, man. You in the morning.
Yeah, you told me in certain hours that your body is more vital to reset the food and stuff like that. What was that you was telling me?
Basically, it's the war. First, we start off with the topic of warfare. You know what I'm saying? Basically, before we can fight in the war, you weaken your opponent through warfare, different tactics. If you notice in our community, we have spots open like McDonald's 24/7. There's no need for you to have those spots open 24/7 because you eating at the wrong time. You usually go to the club. It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You don't put your body. You know what I'm saying? Your body is really supposed to be resting. And it's the time for it to detox and naturally detox itself. But what we do, we'll leave the club hungry. What we gonna do when we go eat? When you go eat, especially that type of food anyway, you know what I'm saying, you're overworking your body. You gotta think about when you're overworked as a person, when you're on somebody's job, when you're overworked, what you usually do when somebody overworking you and not treating you properly. You know, man, fuck this job. I'm done. I'm gonna give out. It's the same thing with our body. Your kidneys being overworked, your heart being overworked. You keep fucking overworking and treating it wrong. Your body and your heart, man, fuck you. I'm out.
And that's that soul. It's that soul food. See, this is the thing about it too. A lot of black people, we get caught up on eating that soul food. We don't realize that a lot of that food was the scraps that they used to give you back in the slavery food. They used to give you like
for a reason.
You want to eat chitterlings. You want to eat macaroni and cheese, hog maws, pig ears, pig feet. That's the stuff. That was the leftover scraps they used to give you back in slavery days when you were.
I'm glad we turned those into delicacies. I'm not dissing it. I love it too. I'm from the South.
Yeah, like
I love to eat it. But
I
you have to
certain
moderate it.
pigs. I don't mess with certain stuff.
Exactly.
I don't mess with the chitlins, the pig feet. You can have all that.
If you clean
I eat a pork chop.
if you clean them right, the
I tear
chitlins be going good.
A pork steak.
Hog mugs is good too. But the thing is that in moderation.
He trying to sell that shit. No, nigga. No.
Hey,
no.
It's moderation to everything. It's moderation. It's a balance to
That's
this.
the key. Moderation, know what time, you know what I'm saying? When you should eat, you know, understand that understand the foods that you put in your body. A lot of this genetically made, man-made, you know what I'm saying, just to feed people, but fake food like that. Yeah, I know Dr. Sebi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought almonds was good. You see how Western medicine is saying, oh, it's good. Dark chocolate is good for you. Almonds is good for you.
Yep.
It's a great grain.
Whole shit broken down.
Man, that and it kill you because we are like, okay, you go to some, if you believe that we're like beings, but everybody know your heart has a lot.
Do you remember this shit back in school? Milk does a body good. Having a shirt, got milk. All these.
Yeah,
Why was they promoting milk like
you
that?
know, milk is not a company. That's a government-based shit.
Yeah, but you know what it does to your body, right?
He said a wick.
They make sure you get milk, man.
No,
but you know, milk is bad for you. And now it's new studies saying that you should not drink milk. But me growing up as a kid, I used to fall down like, damn, I need some milk. I'm getting weak as a bitch.
He needs some
It was
milk.
the milk, nigga. It was the milk fucking me up.
It's breaking down.
It actually makes your bones really like
Brittle.
Turns it like, yeah.
It turned hard and brittle though, like glass.
Yeah, like that's the bone. It makes you like that. And also, people are like, oh, I need vitamin D. We get vitamin D through the sun.
Through the sun,
You don't go outside no more. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got Africans and all that. There ain't no cows over there in damn Africa. They ain't get slaughtered by no damn. Ain't no cows in Africa. Ain't no damn lion looking for no cows. Cows couldn't survive in Africa. They not feed off no damn breast milk breastfeed. Milk is filled with a lot of estrogen because that's what like a titty. You know what I'm saying? Estrogen pumping that milk. We keep feeding off this damn mother cow. If you want to drink milk, you might as well keep sucking titties.
But what I'm saying, this is the argument. This is why I need somebody to help me understand, right? Because why I drink milk from my mother when I was a baby, whatever, and then I stop after an X amount of time. Why am I drinking milk from a cow?
As an adult, anyways.
But why did I continue to do it?
Name another species that still drink milk after it's an adult.
Right.
Man,
only
not
humans.
even
Only human beings do
No,
that.
not me. I'm done with that shit. I don't eat cereal no more. Fuck it.
You don't like cereal?
I love cereal, but I had to say fuck it.
To do it to children too.
Nah, I ain't giving up the chitlins. Well, you know what? The chitlins and shit and the hog mugs, I had to automatically give it up. Ain't nobody cooking no more. My grandmother gone.
Nobody cooking no more.
Hey, I ain't trusting nobody fucking chitlins no more. That you has really died. It'd be a clone chitlin. Hell no.
Yeah, that's a different
That clone? Nah, them clone fucking chitlins.
Woman is not cooking no more. I don't understand that. But I ain't gonna really, jump into the sex topic. But nobody is cooking, bro.
Yeah, our whole, it's not really the sex topic. Our whole fucking economy as black people in our home was kind of just fucked up. It's not because we don't know no better. It's that we can't agree to a certain set of terms, rules, or morals, or
that we all live by as a whole.
Because we all coming from all these different families that live all these different ways. So if your family wasn't raised the same way, y'all naturally gonna clash heads. Mm-hmm. That she gonna point out this, you gonna point at this, but because as a people, we can't really look at the American culture. The American culture is just too fucking out there.
Fabricated.
Yeah, now the American culture is too crazy. A guy that was on, we called in, he was talking about how boys can use girls' bathrooms now, and girls can use boys' bathrooms now. That's just taking it too fucking far.
Transgender bathrooms and stuff.
That's just taking it too far. I'm not even saying nothing about people being gay or anything like that. That's a lifestyle choice. But you don't have to get insane. That to me, that's insane to think that you have to go into the girls' bathroom because you feel a certain way. That's insane. I think we're promoting insanity. I'm not saying we're promoting anything wrong with gay. I said that's promoting insanity. If you think a dude can go in a bathroom with my daughter because he felt like a woman, I said that's crazy.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I said we're talking high school. If I would have known that in high school, a person like me, you know what I would have did? I would have said I feel like a girl. Went right in there.
Yeah, because you know, I was fresh.
We had a caller from 470. Definitely call back in. Your call went back off too fast. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, because I know me. If they had those rules back when I was little, I would have been applying some other strategies to try to get in them girls' bathrooms other than some of the things I was already doing, you know?
I'm saying that, I'm not saying that.
But not to
I was
be
a
funny.
kid.
Yeah,
I was a kid. I'm going to try to sneak and see the girls.
But this is things that you got to think about. I'm not trying to, make light of the situation. Hopefully it doesn't happen, nothing serious happens. But this is how kids...
But what if the person is bisexual? Then you start to get too crazy with it. Because
now you're in a position where you actually like, you like, oh,
I like both. I don't matter where I go.
Yeah, now I could go in both bathrooms. And
that's all I believe. I don't believe you can't do that. But when it start coming into, it's something called public. In public and decency, I'm not telling you got to hide who you are. I'm not running around screaming, I'm straight. I like bitches. I don't just keep screaming, women is for me. I don't do that either, so that's why I want the same respect. When I see a man, I don't care what he's doing. But it seems that it's a promotion of it more than anything. Going into someone's bathroom, especially in the kids, I just believe that's too far. And we can't learn from that morals. And those morals right there, we trying to do the American way thing. And I see our black people, I just want to be American, I want to fit in. They got, I'm letting this caller call in, boy. I'm going to get you back, okay?
Okay.
Hello, you're live on Beyond Belief. Who may I be speaking to?
What's up? What's up? This Elder.
How you doing today, Elder?
I'm good.
all right.
And what you want to talk about today? The other topics that we brought up?
Not pretty much. I just wanted to, ask a few questions on the what you guys think about the mothership.
The mothership, in the reference like how Farrakhan, what Farrakhan was speaking of?
Yeah.
Well,
I got a little insight today on it. Somebody reached out to me and gave me a little insight on it, so I just wanted to see, where everybody knowledge at on it.
I haven't really dug into it too deep. I heard a lot of people say is an analogy for this and this and this. I have not really got extensive of it, but I do know what you're talking about. What Farrakhan says it. Some people say it's Saturn. Some people say it's a comet.
Explain to me the mothership. I didn't hear anything about the mothership.
Well, yeah, explain it for.
I just recently got into Farrakhan, like a couple months back. I like Farrakhan a lot, so you got to explain a little bit more mothership, and I could jump in with you.
Yeah, explain for my boy Hotep X basically about the concept of the mothership.
He came. He told me pretty much the mothership. We are the mothership. He was like, there's no mothership coming on Earth. Like we think it's a ship. He was like, we are the ship, and everybody got their own ship. He was saying like when we dream and stuff like that, we actually, we actually travel in the ship when we dream as well. So he was like, we are the mothership. Here on Earth, making things happen and stuff like that. But he reached out to give some information on it too as well. He talked about the black hole.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, the black hole is the mothership. He was like,
that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
So then, like, he said that is, the mothership. And he was like, that's the song of people getting struck by the white man. And he was like, the anger is, building up pretty much. So,
correct.
When they stand close to the earth, I don't know if y'all hear it or not, when they talk about, they keep hollering about the black hole, getting close, and all that. They're scared and running around and stuff like that. Because they know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Have you heard of Bobby Hemmett?
Bobby, yeah, I heard him before.
Oh yeah, man. It's I'm a big Bobby Hemmett person, man.
Yeah, please listen to Bobby
and,
Hemmett, man.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the stuff I go for that type of insight.
Mm-hmm.
But keep going. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, keep going.
No, he just pretty much just told me, that's what it is. Because I, to be honest with you, I didn't really know about it. I came across it a couple times, but I just thought it was like a ship. The way everybody made it seem like it was a ship coming,
you know, and all this other stuff, the earth to come back and check on the people, you know, the people, the Anunnaki, you know, they come back and check on us, you know, us. I heard so much about how the reptilians came when they left, the Anunnaki left with the ship a long time ago, and the reptilians came in, and pretty much they existed in the white people, because, you know, I guess it's hard for reptilians, which is on the fourth dimension, to exist in a melanated body, because I guess the bronze and the molecules and everything so tight, you know what I'm saying, so tight so they can't just exist in a melanated being, but they can, you know, they can have a Caucasian body because they're weak. You know what I mean? They're the bronze and they're weak. So, you know, they came in, they existed in them bodies, and they're pretty much ruling this, you know, this earth, which I can say this earth and dimension through them, and using them, which is reptilian. But I heard that white people are not reptiles. I heard that we are reptiles. So, you know, it's so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It's so much. Like,
yeah, and you know what I do? And, from all the information I done read, and I do a lot of fact checking, the only person I can honestly say that I personally, I'm not saying other people aren't true, but from my research and who the person I go to for 100% is Bobby Hemmett. If any, I don't when I first read Bobby Hemmett, I mean seen him, he said fact check me. I was a big I didn't believe anything. I wouldn't even touch nothing unless, because everything I researched, I said, oh, this bullshit. When I got to Bobby Hemmett, none of that was bullshit. I cross-referenced it. You can go back into science, like you said, with the black hole. You can I can just go to my regular science book and look up the stuff he had though. But the topic we was talking about was the Pope Francis. Do you got anything? Are you a religious person? Should I ask you first? Okay. Well, that's all dead. That's irrelevant right there.
I'm a spiritual person, bro. I'm a spiritual being. I'm not a religious being.
Yeah, I'll feel you on that too. Yeah, exactly.
But before we jump into that, just to touch on, because you kind of filled me up with the mothership stuff, but for it to be returning, like, you know, I always talk to the king about it all the time, is when we noticed that the switch over from in hip hop, we remember when hip hop used to rock a lot of crosses and Jesus references in their jewelry and in their fashion to show, you know, I'm with the religious thing. I'm Christ is my savior. You know, hip hop is flashy. But now, if you look at hip hop, you notice now a lot of people are rocking the Ankh.
All of them got an eye.
A lot of people are rocking the eye, the all-seeing eye, the third eye, Haru. Rocking Egyptian. Like, a lot of people are bringing in.
It all started with Kanye West. He said on one of his concerts, he said, you have to remember that they always did. When you got the king, he had the jester. He used to mock the king. They used to make these little plays about what was happening in the kingdom, but it was a joke for entertainment.
Right.
And they had the gladiators for entertainment. The king would watch the people and everything while they took care of wars and things like that. But now, it just, we call it football, basketball, we call it MTV. It just advanced way beyond. But it always was really talking about the truth. But it just, they put it in entertaining fashion so you can be okay with it. Because in your subconscious mind, they say, oh, they've been doing that. We've seen that in the movie. So then you don't react because what they call is you're desensitized.
Yeah, you become desensitized.
So when you see it, you be like, it's normal. Like with the Pope Francis thing, that now they can bust out and say there's no hell, no Adam and Eve, and people still believe the Bible and don't blink.
Yeah, there's no hell. Hell is not real.
Yeah, but the Pope would tell Bible believers this. They don't know he said this. We're gonna start having like an off air. We're gonna start putting. I guarantee if you go around and ask people like, is there hell when Adam and Eve? Go to a real Bible believer. They'll tell you yes. Right now, they do not know this, but I'm like, you know, the Pope just said this. The Pope told you that it's fake, and
you're the authors.
And but they're forsaking you. They're like, you going to hell. They tell you going to hell. You tell them some stuff you talk about. I'm like, nigga, ain't no such thing. You going to hell harder. I'm like, the hell?
Whoa! Don't scare me like that, bro. Hold up. No, go any harder than I already was going.
But you know what's funny? That it says, you know, it says that you going to hell, but we are the sun. We are people of the sun.
Yeah, so we carving people. 666.
But it does not make sense because fire is a physical element. If I'm a spirit being, fire is a physical element. How can you say that a spirit can burn by a physical element?
Yeah, I heard somebody bring that up. Yeah, he said, so from my, so, somebody else broke that down. I don't know what I was watching. And he said, I'm a physical being that's going to die and turn into a spirit. But if I do something wrong, the physical fire is going to burn my spirit?
But you know
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
and I'm being real with you. The Bible was made. The white man wrote the Bible. Come on, man. God didn't write the Bible. Come on, man. Where's his signature at? Even when it say, okay, God created. It say God created the the world, the earth 6 days.
Yeah, somebody said that.
Rested, but I'm like how it says God rested. I'm like, I thought God is a spirit. I thought God don't get tired.
Yeah. Yo, I think
they was preparing your ass for the weekend. That's what it is. Back then, they wanted your ass to start working. Be prepared for the weekend. You gonna work 5 days a week. You gonna rest in that weekend.
For real, yo. I'm like, bro, you say God is tired, but on the physical being get tired.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that mankind wrote the Bible?
He went to sleep
it can't even talk
in a bed.
Right, because you even think about this, just to piggyback on that point, right? Because they tell you that when Adam and Eve fell, that now man was going to have to till the ground and he's going to know what labor was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me before that we had infinite energy? We wasn't going to ever get tired. But then God got tired when he created it. This is too much. I can't.
I don't get tired.
I'm trying to keep up.
Kevin Gates told you, motherfuckers.
I'm trying to keep up, people. We're trying to keep up. This is beyond belief, man. We going beyond what you're reading. We're going beyond that. You gotta help me understand this.
I was watching this thing. Another guy, he was on there. He was asking the guy a question. He was like, "Is free will the reason why we have sin?" He said, "Is that a byproduct of sin? Us being to do what we want to do?" He said, "Yes." And he said, "Well, in heaven, is there sin?" He said, "No." So he asked him again, "So is free will a byproduct of sin?" He said, "Yes." He said, "So in heaven, there's no free will."
Right.
He said, "Yes." He said, "So the whole, in heaven, you're not nothing. You're not anything. You're a robot. You're in the Matrix."
Damn.
Exactly.
Damn. That's messed up.
That's the fucking Matrix.
You know what? You know who makes the Matrix work, though? We make it work. We make it right to work. Because don't have
keep opening them churches.
Keep opening them churches. Every block.
We make that route to real by working for them, slaving for them, depression. In depression, any type of depression, fear, you're in the Matrix. You're in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
If you let the Matrix go, I bet you won't feel nothing. You won't feel depression and sadness and worry about losing your job and you know what I mean. Worry about what the
that shit fake.
Because you under his tactic and his rule and you're a slave pretty much like the Bible says. I was supposed to believe the Bible say that black people were supposed to be slaves, but yet in the end God wrote the Bible. So you gonna tell me God told that God created these people to be slaves?
Yeah, like. You know what I feel about that situation? I told somebody, he was so a firm believer, it was a group of them, they was ganging up. I said, you know what? If you telling me that is true, I don't fuck with that nigga. I said, if what you saying is true, and based on what happened now, I don't fuck with that nigga. I don't care what he created. I said, if that was my dad and he did that to me, because my older brother girlfriend bit a fucking apple.
Right.
Yeah,
my brother's girlfriend bit a fucking apple.
Why?
So I get Adam ain't get no fucking punishment.
Man, listen.
His punishment was he got to get some coochie now. What the fuck kind of punishment did Adam get?
Like, yeah, like
he said, you know what? Now you're naked. What the fuck is that?
But no, you know what gives me, bro? You know what gives me when the Bible, when God said that He sent His only Son. Well, I'm like, well, damn, what? I mean, God don't have any daughter.
See, that's the part. They said He sent His only begotten Son from no mom, and then somebody told me that Jesus was God. I said, what the fuck kind of story is this?
And then you know what? To pick back off that, then I'm like, well, if Jesus is His only Son, but who am I then? You know what I'm saying? Who am I? If the Bible says children of God, and all this stuff, like, well, who am I? He forgot about me. I don't belong to Him.
Yeah.
I'm not His son. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
But the whole Jesus thing don't make sense anymore, though. The Jesus thing don't make sense no more because the Pope said